Hello, welcome back to another shave video of mine. This is my channel, Banocka's Life, and I am Banocka. And let's start by showing what I'm going to use. I'm using Catie Bubble Soap, knee-high to a grape. Then my brush I'm using is the Wild West that I won from Melly Mel from BBS Live. And I'm using the Marvel, is what Nate Dogg and Melly Mel got me for a gift. And I'm using Gillette Black since this week is Gillette week, and this is what Craig McDonald gave me. And then I'm using, to finish everything up, I'm doing the unscented Zingari Balm, and used it a few times and it don't even look like it dented it. Anyway, first time using Catie's Bubbles. Let me read it to you real quick here. I don't want to sound like an infomercial, but let me tell you. It says knee-high to a grape. This is a cold grape soda to put a smile on your face, which is cool. Handcrafted by Catie's Bubbles in Fort River, NJ. Well, I'm assuming it's New Jersey. And this says it's a 4 ounce. And I like their labeling on the side, so it says knee-high to a grape. So, you know, if it's sitting on a little stand, I'll put this way for you. If you're sitting on a stand, you can see it, which is cool, and I like it. It's a nice grape soda scent. So let's get this puppy rolling. And Gillette Black, the first time I'm trying these. And I kind of like it how they have the matching little paper wrap that matches the box, because sometimes, you can't, and you get them and they're in these wax papers and you're like, oh, what is this? Can't always remember. Throw those in the trash. Put that in. Make sure I put this on right. Sorry, is that a frame a little bit? Gotta see what I'm doing. Put this aside. Put my brush to the side. This was just for display, but what do you think of my new background? It was a Christmas gift from my mother, because every year she usually gets me a Pendleton towel. And this is a different design than the other ones that I have. And it's a big beach towel. Okay, and this is more of a firmer soap, so hopefully I can scrape it, which, alright, I can. Oh, this scent is so wonderful. Oh, some fell off. Oh. You're probably like, oh my god, that's a lot. Oh well. Rather have a lot than not enough. Okay, and I take it, smush her down on the bowl. When they're a nice pretty white soap like this, you can barely see it in my white bowl. I have another bowl that I bought, and I stashed it somewhere, and I don't know what I did with it. So, I'll just have to suffer with my cool cereal bowl. I love this bowl. Kind of fond of it. Maybe because I lathered in it when it was my first thing that I've ever got, and just kind of where I know it, I'm just stuck with it. Kind of like when you're learning how to do something, you're kind of more comfortable with the first thing that you used. Hopefully I'm in frame now. Sorry. Yeah, a little bit more water. Anyway, this past week I ended up going to Salt Lake City. I go down there for my medical. And I was all happy. I was like, alright, I'm going down there. And it's the first of the month, so I got a little extra cash. So I'm going to go down there and I'm going to go to Nordstrom, maybe, you know, afterwards, after eye appointment. I was all jazzed out. It didn't turn out that way. I went to my appointment, and after that, I was just bummed and depressed and in pain. And I just like, you know what? Screw this. Let's just go straight home. You don't really feel like shopping or doing anything when you're in pain. So, that was my ordeal. Guess the first time with Catie Bubbles, so I hear a lot of good things about them. I love this scent. Didn't take too long to lather. That smells so delicious. Trying to get some of that soap off the bottom. Okay. Let's get this puppy on the road. Okay, you know the drill. I'm only shaving it there. This is warm water, not scorching hot water. Anyway. Yeah, I went to my appointment. Due to the COVID, you're only allowed one person to go with you because I usually take my partner or my mom. But this time, my mom's like, no, I'm just going to come downstairs and look at all the glasses. I go, oh, okay. So she brought her notepad so she could sit there and scroll Facebook. And if you are my Facebook friend on Facebook, just a little heads up, my mom uses my Facebook because she doesn't want one of her own. She'd rather use mine and stalk people. So, if you are in the shaving community, you don't have nothing to worry about because she don't stalk you guys. She stalks my other friends. So, you guys are in the clear. Don't mean to scare you guys, but yeah, she's always like, what is so-and-so doing? She goes, go friend him. I'm like, okay. So, on her notepad, she has my account. So, if you see me on, like, all the time, more than likely, it's my mother. If it's not my mother, it's me. Anyway, paint this puppy on. Then we get to her shave. Make sure we've got everything. But, okay, basically, went to the appointment. I was all happy because I was, yeah, it's going to get some good news. I want to see him in 6 months, and I was so hoping. And anyway, went there, clocked in, finally pulled a spot where early. So they pulled this in the back. Talk to me, dilate my eyes, test your eye vision, see if it's going worse or better. Never wear my glasses because my eyes change vision so much. It's just, sometimes it's just ridiculous wearing the glasses because it's like, I have them and then next month they're not really, I can't see at them for crap. So instead of keep spending all my money on it, I just rather wander around, just slightly worse vision. Come on, it adds like maybe like 5 feet, if that, to my vision. It's not nothing to like, I'm going for I can't see crap to like 20/20. If it was, I'd be wearing my glasses all the time. But it's not much. It's like, you got a blur, oh, your blur's just a little bit better. So, I don't know. Kind of give up on it. But anyway, go in there, did all that. Then they pull you into the waiting room after they did the initial checkup, and then they pull me into another room where another person comes and gets me, like a technician person, and they put you in this machine, and you look at it, and you gotta look at the little blue dot, and the blue dot, and what it does is, like, here's a circle that you're looking through, there's a blue dot there. And then when they start testing your vision, because what they do is they look at the back of your eye, and it has a red line. It goes, and they're scanning your whole eye with that red laser. So you gotta keep your eyes straight, looking at that red dot. Don't look at the red line. So do that, and then do both eyes. The technician looks over the test. Make sure that it was properly done and it went through, And then after that, then they take you in and they send you back to the waiting area where you are dilated, and it's kind of darker there. So I'm sitting there with my partner and we're talking, and then they pull us back into the exam room. And then where I go, there's a lot of fellows. A fellow is a person that's in training to be, it's the last step. They got to put in so many years underneath a doctor before they go out on their own. So I got this one girl, and she checked me over. Then she had a student with her, and she's like, well, I was talking, because we were sitting there waiting, and then I could hear my doctor, because I could hear better than see. He's like, oh, I think she has to get Osmidex, and we're going to have to file for an operation. I was like, fuck. Oh, I did not want to hear that. And after that, I was bent. My partner's like, what's wrong? Because my partner can't hear for crap either. But I'm just like, sounds like they're going to give me an eye shot in my eye and set me up for surgery. And he's like, what? No, they didn't say that. I heard my name. I have a very rare name. And when they talk about Osmidex and the Retisert, I know I'm going in for operation. And I go, they're going to give me a shot, and then they're going to send me for operation. He's like, no, they're not. He goes, don't think negative. I'm like, coming from a guy who's always negative, and I always tease him and call him Negative Nancy. Anyway, finally they pull us into the office, and like I said, I was talking to the gal, and then she's like, well, I was talking with the doctor, and it looks like we're going to have to do an Osmidex, and then it looks like that we're going to have to set you appointment for an operation. I'm like, shit. Because your implant that you have in your eye is not working properly. Instead of prolonging it, he'd rather just get the surgery done and get it over with. I'm like, yeah, but I'm getting older, and the surgery stuff, it's just not... It gets old, and when I'm getting older, it's harder to heal up. So, she goes, well, if you want, you could talk to him, and he could tell you. I'm like, great. Oh, could this guy, could he look at your eye? And of course, they have to, because they're a student, they're in training, and it freaking feels like you're a guinea pig. Because, I mean, I can understand, like, I get a discount on my doctor appointment because they're in training, and hey, nope, you don't get no discount. So, like I said, it really does make you feel like you are a skinny pig, because all these people are looking at you and they're like, oh, this one's really rare. Oh, you're not really going to see this a lot, but at least you get to see it, and it's like, great. And I get big. So anyway, she leaves, doctor comes in, and I go, dude, don't torture me and then go for surgery. I go, why can't we just up the surgery and you just torture me one time? He's like, I know, but I'm going to have to torture you twice. Literally, he said torture, because I always tell him, I go, don't torture me. And he's like, I'm going to have to torture you because I can't do surgery within the 2 weeks because of the COVID and everything. So what we're going to have to do is do the insert where they take the needle and chub it in your eye and then shoot the implant into your eye. So that's going to hold you over until the surgery. That's not what I wanted to hear. So he goes, well, doctor, her name, I'm not going to say, but it's really easy. And she's going to do the shot for you, and I okayed it, and then set the appointment, and I'm like, oh, freaking dreading it. Who likes surgeries? I know I don't. If you do, what is wrong with you? That's I don't understand how these people could do plastic surgery, man. Because coming in and coming out, and it's just, it's horrible. You gotta have some vanity problems to go through that much torture. Because any average person does not like surgery at all. Anyway, that's what's going on with me. I have freaking surgery. So anyway, I noticed when they first did this shot a long time ago, they used to have the doctor have his, they put you on this bed, and he used to have these, they look like, you know how the back end of the binoculars is, you look into it? It's one of those things, and it's a magnifier. And basically they used to have your head there, and they had the little magnifier here. Then when they stretch your eye open, then they put the needle in, and they used to see it go in, into your eye. But now, because I got this many times, and they used to do it like that, but as time's going on, they're getting a little bit more relaxed. So this time, they went, they put the, is it iodine? The yellow stuff? Anyway, they put that in my eye to disinfect it. Then they turn around and put some numbing drops in your eye. And then they turn around and put, they shut your eye with this little plastic thing. Looks like this with a little, and on this, it's like a bracket like this, a bracket this side. So to hold your eyelids open. So anyway, yeah, they put that in. Then on my eye, where the shot was going to go in, they have a smaller needle, and they put it in my eye and numb the outside of it. So, okay, so they torture me with that. And I'm not feeling it. I'm just like, I'm over it. Crying, and then finally that one girl was talking with me. She's like an assistant or something. And you know, all she does is hang out in that room and helps people set them up and prep them for that. And I was talking with her, and I was like, I think I've seen you before. She was like, yeah, I've been here for umpteen years. And I go, okay, yeah, you were here the last time I got the last one done. And I was talking with her. Sorry, being the camera. And she kind of got me calmed down. We're BSing, and she was talking about trying to get her son Social Security, and because of whatever. And I told her I seen somebody get on it because of anxiety. She's like, well, if that person can get on it, and I go, this kid's like only 20 years old. She's like, oh my gosh, well then my son can get on it. So we're sitting there talking, and she's telling me about marijuana. We're talking marijuana talk. And I go, well, I didn't think you could buy the stuff to smoke in Utah. She goes, oh yeah. Because last I know, they passed it, but it was supposed to be for just like edibles and liquids and stuff. But anyway, she was talking about that. And I go, well, I talked to my doctors if I could try it, but he says if I did, I'd have to smoke 24/7 to get my pressure down. And it's just basically easier just to do the eye drop. I go, oh, that's true, because the stuff nowadays is horrible. Because I remember the good old days, it wasn't really strong, you know, take a couple hits, you're still coherent. Nowadays, this stuff knocks you in your butt. F that. So anyway, we're talking, then the fellow came in. Alright, let's get this going. So she grabs a shot, and inside of the fluid, inside with the needle, there's a little thing. On the outside, looking at it through a magnifier, it looks like a grain of rice. And then she didn't have to use the magnifier. She just went and popped it in my eyeball, and then looked at it in the magnifier, and she goes, can you see it? I'm like, yeah, it's a black bar. She goes, okay, it's in there then. So she's alright, done. And took off. Charger on the paper. So I had to do a lot of paperwork just trying to get that goofy thing. So meantime, my eye has pressure in it, because they just injected me with that pellet and some fluid, so that puts pressure on your eyeball. So, and then where they shot me at, it's sore, so I wasn't really feeling too hot. Not feeling it. Not at all. So I cried, of course. What do you do when you're in pain? You cry. And then my mom's like, oh, what's going on? Because she tried calling. And then my partner didn't claim on his card, didn't pay his bill because we were going to transfer the phone, which the phone company says, oh, we can't do that, but we just talked to them and they said they could. So anyway, before we left, we argued with them. So that was a little shit show there. So anyway, we didn't renew his phone, so we didn't get no phone calls, and we didn't know. My mom was freaking out downstairs, like, what's going on, because she didn't hear from us for a minute. So yeah, total shit show that one was. Now I have surgery next month, so if I fall off the earth, you know why, because I had surgery and it's not fun. And when I'm getting older, healing is taking a lot longer to heal. Because before, when I was in my 20s, it was like boom, boom, boom. I was rolling within a week. Now, like, I had surgery like 3 years ago. Oh my god. One of my stitches busted, so my eye filled up with blood, and it was... Let me tell you, I was going to Salt Lake City like all the time, like once a week. And that ain't cheap. So, yeah. Hopefully this one goes well. So everybody cross your fingers for me. And I love the scent of the soap, man. I'm telling you. Grape soda. I love this. I think this will pair good with, if you're a young lady, sugar. The fragrance. Oh my god, this will totally blow your mind. I bet you it would. Alright, time for the balm. So, that was my fun-filled weekend. My eye is finally calming down, because when they put that injection in my eye, your eye kind of swells, and my eye, you know, the pupil, not the pupil, but the colored part, it shifted this way. So I tell my boyfriend, I go, man, everything out of my right eye feels like oblonged. It don't feel right. And then I go, look at me straight. I go, is my eye straight? And he's like, no. The other eye shifted away to the right. God dang it, I knew it. But I can understand what the doctor's saying. He wants to put the steroid in there so it doesn't get worse, because that affects the little back part of your eye, the receptors. But what sucks is they put the steroid in, so what the steroid does, it jacks it up, the internal part of it higher, which causes glaucoma. So how much you want to bet after the surgery I'm going to be going back and I have to see my glaucoma doctor? It's just a never freaking ending cycle, let me tell you. Been doing this for years now, and it's still, you gotta do this one, which causes this, and after you do this and this, okay, you're good for a minute. Oh no, oh my god, this happens, then you gotta do this. Yeah, it's just horrible. This was like a total bitch shave. But the shave itself was great, guys. Let me tell you. The shave was great. It was smooth. I used my Gillette 7 Blacks. And let me do a shout out to Craig. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Because if it wasn't for you, I couldn't use Gillette Blacks. And I really wanted to try them. I'm just slowly getting around to it. You know how that rolls. Why buy only one little pack when you could buy 100 pack? That's just me. And anyway, let's do a quick recap. After Balm, a Zingari. I used my Marvel with a 7 o'clock black Gillette in my Marvel. And the soap is a Catie's Bubbles. And then I used the Wild West brush from Mel. Alright, we did the recap, and if y'all hung tough with me this long, thank you. I really appreciate it. There's no words I could say to say thank you enough. Yeah. See you next week. And hopefully it won't be a complaint fest for you guys. Okay. Alright, till next time. Bye.